Okay, good morning everybody. So today I have removed the power supply from the AOC 27 inches monitor, which experienced the fault indicator where the green power light is keep blinking. So we try to troubleshoot. Okay, the problem is due to the uh, power supply board. Okay, so this is basically the power supply board for this monitor. So based on the design, so we know that right at the input side, here we have the EMI filter. That's what we have learned during the lecture, and we have the surge protection devices like MOV or GTT, and after that, there must be the rectifier. This is referred to the bridge rectifier, and after the bridge rectifier, there will be the bit capacitor here to smoothen the DC output. Then after this filter capacitor, it must be the switch. Yeah, the purpose of the switch here is basically to convert from the DC back into the DC at a high frequency, so that this signal can be transferred over to the transformer to perform the stepping function, isolation, and also the multiple output function. Okay, after that, the output of the transformer should have the again another stage of the rectifier. Normally the output rectifier is done by the Schottky diode, such as the one shown you here. Here we have a 2 unit of the parallel Schottky diode, and also another piece of the IC Schottky diode as well to produce multiple output. And normally after the output filter, so the rectifier, there will be the output filter again. So you can see that, right, the inductor and also the capacitor to form a pair of the output filter, which is responsible for the ripple voltage and also the ripple current. Here there are multiple channel, okay, for the output filter. So based on the circuit design here, I am quite certain that this design is based on the feedback converter design or forward converter design. Normally, if we find a pair of the inductor and capacitor, normally these design are based on the forward converter design. Okay, so in order to perform the troubleshooting, so the first thing that you have to check here is to check in on the physical appearance of the capacitor to ensure that there's no exploit capacitor, there's no leakage or no bulging capacitor here. So we try to check on each of the capacitor surface to make sure that there's no bulging, no leakage, or and no cracks happen, or else you will need to replace all the capacitor here. Okay, so after you have noticed that the capacitor are all in the good condition, so the next stage is that you have to check on all the diode inside. Okay, so the diode is responsible to perform as a rectifier. So in order for you to check the status of your diode, so normally we will set our multimeter into the diode mode. Okay, diode mode. Then you just put the positive terminal to the positive terminal of the diode, negative to the negative terminal. So you should be able to measure like about 0.3 to 0.7 volts, depends on the types of this diode we use here. So based on this measurement, so this diode is considered okay. And then at the output side here, this diode is also considered this diode is short because that I put this motherboard, this board on the metal surface. So that's why I need to put it on the surface with the insulation. So now we measure again. If I measuring the forward voltage, you should get about 0.7 volt. This 0.3 volts actually is referred to the turn on voltage for the Schottky diode. Okay, if you going into the reverse direction, you should get nothing. Yeah, because reverse bias mean is an open circuit status. But then when I try to measure, okay, another pair of the of the Schottky diode. Okay, so here we notice that okay, this one is okay. But when I try to measure another piece of the Schottky diode, which I already dismantled it, I noticed that the diode is totally short in general. You will get the 0 volt across it at the both polarity. Either is a forward bias or reverse bias, you are getting the same open circuit voltage. So if I try to measure using the short circuit test, I just go for the short circuit test to put a okay, whenever the short happen, the sound will be indicated. So if I try to measure this diode, I notice that this diode eventually already short circuit at the both direction. So this is the root cause that my motherboard is experiencing the intermediate interruption from the supply. So that's why in order to overcome this problem, so I need to find the replacement. So I purchased one from the electronic shop. Basically the price is pretty cheap. So if you purchase this IC from the Shopee or from Lazada, the price is only about 3 to 4 cents. Okay? 3 to 40 cents per piece. But if I purchase from the electronic shop, so the price is normally 1 ringgit to 1 ringgit 20 cents per piece. So when you measure during the forward direction, you should get 0.7 volts, alright? And also during the reverse direction, you should get infinite the voltage. Yeah, this is true for the Zener diode. So based on the rating given here is SR5150, which means that the 5 in the first letter represent the current rating, which means that this op-amp can support up to the 5 ampere with the 150 at the back represent the 150 watts rating. So this is a 150 watt 5 ampere diode. So I already able to identify the fault that due to this Zener diode, this Schottky diode. So what I need to do is to replace the diode and then to make it to work again. Okay, let me show you the result later. Okay, thank you.